So in the current world that we live in with children, parents, where there's battles over screen time, what activities they should be doing, boredom, kids aren't going out and about, they're not engaging with as many of their friends, or if their friends are just on their phone, right? And just the stagnant amount of just the same content, just a different color, different spin. It's essentially a void of information. And what I want to provide the opportunity for is the future of play. New thrills to discover, guilt-free. I don't care that you're using your phone because what you're about to see. Actually, I like this picture a lot more. We can go back to what the other value prop is. The idea, if you guys ever seen Pokemon Go, which was just an AR toy, ever heard of geocaching as well? This is like the exact same idea in terms of just like what you would see on your phone, right, from an AR perspective, but this is truly like, what is this story? Kids can go out into their neighborhoods if they're just like, I see the same sidewalk every single day, but they can actually create their own story. Meaning, maybe you have a daughter that really likes princesses, right? They can actually help get her ready for a ball or something. You find it in her head, you find it in her wand, which was kind of bad, but all the stories will be obviously kid-friendly to begin with from a proof of concept perspective, and those can all be auto-gen, or parents can make their own with them, right? And the idea of combining AI and augmented reality allows you to create what are the custom items that will be engaging and exciting for the said kids. So to my point of the value proposition, it does re-transform your local town. If you're down here for the block party, you can have a custom event, right? Just something different instead of people just staring at their phones, maybe they're not being engaged. And it encourages physical exploration. More and more kids aren't going outside, and that's just the reality of it. There's so many more comforts inside. AC, games. Obviously, business model is just kids walking around having fun, adventure, subscription fee. And really, you have to just partner with what are like the hospitals that are the hospital schools, libraries, like anybody that actually has like engagement, and then tons and tons of just word of mouth conversations about this, right? The idea is also you can work and run the story with your friends, joining on like the same party, going on the exact same adventure together. So once you start seeing everybody else doing something that you like, that's cool. So I did some competitive analysis recently. There's a game actually, Goose Chase, which is a scavenger hunt, which is similar to the idea, and then obviously Pokemon Go, but Goose Chase is purely a scavenger hunt. Like they just randomly just have like an item, maybe just like pops up somewhere, and it's like there's no like direction, there's no story, there's no adventure, yes, no. Where are you gonna try and move on and whatnot. Financial projections, those just like the subscribers, most people can just kind of guess that maybe if you get like some word of mouth, 500 to like 5,000, or yeah, 500 to 5,000 typically. But if the other thing, I didn't even put the $4 in. I was planning on having it be a $4, like what is the subscription fee? Maybe it'd be like $5, $6 for if it's like a whole family. And then just so that everyone in the family can actually play on the same thing. We're not gonna Netflix you about adding an extra $10. And the reason that I set it at $4 is pretty much the New York Times costs that much for a month, or going out for a thing of coffee. And the idea is because it's AI generated and stuff, is like just being there. You shouldn't be punishing the people to explore and go out into the world. Is my opinion. So that was my Splory time. And any questions?
Judges, you have 5 minutes.
Did you come up with the word phygital? Physical, digital, phygital.
No, it's actually a term online.
Ah, dang.
What do you think in terms of software or technology development?
In terms of technology and development, I haven't honed in on like given tool set yet, but I've played around with very similar tools, and just whatever is going to be the most effective practical means. Like, obviously it needs to be hosted in like a cloud, Google, AWS, those kind of things. Obviously it has to be in an app store, so they have a true, but under the hood, nothing very specific right now.
You said that you were kind of building these stories.
Yeah,
With
I was
AI?
I was going to initially in the original proof of concepts is there's so many just regular kids books, and the idea with the ChatGPT or like a AI generated version of it is you can literally make kind of like a Dr. Seuss book. Nothing needs to make sense. Now there's two fish over there, like, you know, kind of thing. Or it could be like that, or you can just have it be more like, yes, it's this traditional Disney princess story, just random items, move it along. But another portion of this is actually, it's supposed to be chapter based. So you actually continue on like almost the same game for like a month, and so there's gonna be consistently new like content from like just a basic thing. So maybe it's Halloween themed and those things.
I just was curious if you were thinking anything that's somewhat personal, or you know, you
Yes,
gathering
this is, wait, personal meaning
Like,
I can make it, or like
family,
Mom
like
makes it.
information, whether it be like topics that Matt likes, so that when he's doing his stories, they're based on the things he likes, and when I'm doing.
Yes, I had intentions of being able to make it more Mad Libby,
Yeah.
in the sense that you could start with the princess is searching for a shoe, or yes, he might like burst the coffee cup or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, make it more applicable to what you want, and that's part of the whole exploratory aspect. You are supposed to be able to choose something different to find in your backyard or just downtown.
Mhm.
Like if you were to do it, and the whole point is like if you're doing stuff downtown too, just being able to go sit to the old gap or just doing something different than just going to the playground, just going to the one fountain. At least just do a lap that's engaging, and then you can still go back.
Interesting. Any customers, oh, sorry.
Oh,
You keep raising your hand and I keep
No, go ahead,
talking, I'm sorry.
go ahead, you got it.
Typical, let's keep going, I like it, it's good.
What customer engagement or customer service did you do?
I actually went down to the playground and to the library and talked with a number of parents, both fathers and mothers of different ages. And Iowa City's good about getting their kids more out into the playground and and whatnot, but you know, it's not necessarily always a traditional sense of that way, but they really like the idea of being able to be engaged in doing something with their kid that could be exciting, since they could do just like two different things, or one, just like they're going on their little story, it's something to share, it's something to like go with. And people did bring up the whole screen time thing, and actually recent studies show that it's not the problem about screen time. It's about what the practicality of said screen time is. Just because you're looking at a tablet, but you're doing pictures and you're coloring and stuff, that's not really just staring at Bluey or, right? So it's about like the engagement, and all honesty, if you're using what is the AR, it's mostly just a camera. It's just this is just a window to just like what the world is. And so it's supposed to be able to just guide you, enjoyable. Did that answer your question?
So, curious with we talked about, you know, a little bit of AR and AI in this. Just wondering about safety with kids, like,
And that's where it was
are you bounding over, like, I'm thinking about the physical area that, you know.
Yes, so what I was planning to see in the app primarily is, you know, if you, we'll go with a wizard or a princess, right? There's a map, and you could actually, because it's supposed to be around geolocation things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like you literally can just like zoom in on your address and be like, this is just the download map, and that's period. Nothing ever leaves this.
Like, you could fence it.
Well, you can do that already on your phone with Google Maps. You just zoom in, you just download the map. You don't even have to be on the internet anymore for it to know that this is just like the spot anymore. So you can, that was a concern, just to make sure that people aren't just like wandering randomly places. Obviously, if you're doing it in like downtown area, then
That would, yeah,
that's
that
parents and
was
stuff, that's a different idea.
part of my concern. Like, some of it might be like the next step is go grab the princess hat, it's right across the street, it's right across Burlington, and, you
Yeah.
know, if you have kids, they are looking at their phone rather than traffic.
Yeah, that's not, there's plans on, I know that there's means for tools that pull that kind of just general information of, is this a road, is this a forest, is this stuff, like, just through like the APIs of just.
Yeah.
I'd say that might be an opportunity, because you just have it where like, bing, hey, it's a street, remember, check both ways, and, yeah,
Yeah.
teaches you stuff.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And part of it, I was just thinking, because like, if you use Strava to create cycling routes, right, one of the things you can look at are almost heat maps of where other people have
Yep.
gone, so like what might be safer or more successful,
Oh,
but.
absolutely, it's, I've seen there's some more exploring
Yeah.
to do, but, I thought it was. an
You need more
interesting idea.
exploring.
More exploring?
Yeah.
That was the first, that was honestly the first thing.
I think with
I
that,
know,
we gotta
there was
wrap
a-
it up.
Right on.
Yeah.